I'm just turning this on basically while I do some writing because I've been doing this writing and I feel really tired, passing out. Happy solstice, yes. And well, I really just want to focus on the writing. I will go live, I guess, with Mackenzie, sure. It takes like such a long time to set up or something, or it's maybe it's over. Right. This is like when I edited the code. Correct. It's the same thing. I'm like passing out. I'm tired. I don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm just putting this out there. Accountability vibes. Accountability vibes. So I did, Mackenzie. I did let you join. I accepted you in multiple ways, in multiple forms. Mackenzie's unable to join. It says. I don't know what to tell you. Now I'm inviting you.
Why is it dark?
Hello. Oh,
We can't hear
nice.
a thing you're saying. We can't
Oh,
hear a thing you're
nice.
saying.
Nicole in the
And our
house.
service is really
Hi.
bad.
Good. Two. Good. Nice. Good. I'm typing.
We can't hear
Oh,
anything you're saying, but
I'm working. Oh,
hope you're doing well, Eugene.
oh, everyone's partying, but I'm working. I'm a martyr. Working so hard, but it's
Zombie?
worth it. It's
It's
worth
not
it because
it's not coming
because
through.
I love my art. I'm so dedicated to my art. See, that sort of stuff, and people are having fun, and you have to feel like you're sacrificing and all that. It is kind of a romance film. Yeah, it is kind of a romance film. It's an action romance, action comedy romance film in Japan. So that's that's what it is. That's what I'm really basically done. So I just need to like finish, and then I'll be done. Thank you for watching the code. God bless you. And God bless you and yours. And feel free to rewatch it and tell other people to watch it. We love that. You have to do a screening in Ireland. Sure, I'd love to. I'd love to come to Ireland. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing. Do you think we've lost romance in real life? Super good question. There is a question kind of like that. There's some reckoning going on in this new movie and what I'm writing about, yeah, just whether romance is real or whether we just want to fall for it or whether we can trust it, the miscommunication of trusting it. Well, I'm not, look, if I'm going live, it means I'm not doing that well. It means that literally I was just like, okay, I'm going to take a nap. And I'm like, I cannot take a nap. I have to finish. No more napping. So then I went live. Okay. So it's a bit of a crutch, but thank you. Thank you for the positivity. And This is just a way of being accountable. Ah, well, that's good. Did you like the key? Yeah, no, that's fucking good, right? Did you enjoy that? And did you? You should read his other books too. Tanazaki's other books are excellent too. They're all good. Quicksand. If you notice, the company that the LLC we formed for the code is called Quicksand LLC. That's also another Tanizaki homage. And he's got a lot of great books. Naomi, Makioka Sisters, etc., etc. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the code. What are your favorite romantic movies? I like Pedro Almodovar, Eric Romer, Woody Allen, John Cassavetes. These are good romantic filmmakers, I think. Wong Kar-wai, Francois Truffaut, etc., etc. You know, those are some of the ones. Wow, Palace. Well, Palace. Hmm. I was thinking I would do a. I was thinking I would go live. I would do a live commentary track, live stream commentary track for the code, so people could like watch the code. Set it up like on a Zoom and Instagram Live. So the Zoom would be recording it. Instagram Live would just go once, something like that. Romero is amazing. Yeah, I just watched a Romero film for the first. This one for the first time called "Tale of Winter." Man, that was amazing. Tale of Winter. I recommend that. Okay, guys, I have to actually stop talking because the whole point of this is just to be accountable for my work that I'm doing here, the Apple computers. And so just if I'm not answering questions for the next 3 minutes, that's 30 minutes. That's actually it's going to be impossible, but also it just is what needs to happen. So thank you. And don't take it personally is what I mean. What would you call it when you walk in a crouching position? Like when you're like crouching but walking. Flexed knee gait? It's not real. Sure, I would consider I would consider Fassbinder romantic for sure. But his movies are always so painful. I mean, all romance films are painful. There's very little swooning, I think, in the Fassbinder films. It's a lot more torture. Crouch Walk. A scurry? Scurry. I could crab walk. Okay, yeah, those are both good. Scurry and crab walk. Right, right. Okay, I could mess with those. Scurry and crab walking. Track him scurrying down. All right, scurrying. Okay, I like that. Down the. Is that scuttling? I was claws scuttling on the ocean floor. Scurrying. Okay, scuttling down the aisle. Connects part of the needle to back.
で日本はそうおられて、議員というのは、いつもそうです。でそういったことで、いろんなものを開発してきたんでね、デニムの素材もそうだね、ジン、それと合成する、要はね、強い方ね、ミシンの、ジンの合成する要はあったけど、ミシンもなかったね、ミシンの、
Advice for someone trying to make a film for the first time, I think, yeah, just take a hard, realistic look at any resources you have available to you. A resource could be like your phone, your computer, your friends, the place where you live. All of those are resources, right? With the time of year, just take a long, hard look at the time of at all those resources and think what is the most honest and interesting story you could tell with what's available to you. It's about getting that idea that you can be enthusiastic enough about that is like available to you, and not just available to you, but like personal to you and unique to you. And if you can combine those two things, being really realistic about how you can make a film and something that is like personal and unique to you, then you won't really have many challenges. You won't have many challenges in making a film. I mean, every film has a zillion challenges, but you won't have any special challenge. Nothing can stop you. If the challenges stop you, then the movie wasn't meant to be. Um, yeah. So that my advice is just I think when we realistically take stock of our resources, we suddenly realize we have everything we need. Now, if you start with a story, that takes place in outer space or is a period film or involves lots of stunts or whatever, you're already saying to yourself, okay, these are obstacles I'm putting in the way of, these are serious barriers to entry that I'm putting in the way of accomplishing this idea I have. And if you're okay with that, then go ahead. But you're stopping yourself from making a film, especially your first film. You're going to make mistakes. It's totally normal. You're going to make lots of mistakes, and in every film, but your first film most of all. So to just kind of give yourself a handicap, for lack of a better word, at the beginning by saying like, I'm going to, move beyond the resources directly in front of me. You're doing your own potential kind of a disservice. Other people have different ways to go about it too. People are like, oh, I have this idea. It's going to be super expensive. It's going to be super epic. It requires this, that, and the other thing, and they spend a lot of time and a lot of energy getting to those resources, and then only once they get those resources can they really start putting into action making a movie. And so I'm just saying, don't, like in my experience, don't. But then again, there's people who've done that other path and are much further along or have made much bigger films than me. So it just depends on what you want to do. You know, yeah, watch it on your day off. You know, watch the code on your day off, or sneak a view at work. And thank you for making it something that you look forward to. Yeah, people can make movies in AI. I mean, that's going to be up to people. Like, I would never stop anyone from using anything. And there's several filmmakers and artists I really like who use AI in very creative ways. And certainly that can. I wouldn't be surprised if I was watching a feature film made from purely AI in the next couple of years and enjoying it. It's just about the writing and the vision and the sensitivity to performance and whatever. But that is kind of the thing that's scary and missing is this idea of performance, this idea of um, real human behavior. Of course, we can emulate human behavior in lots of ways, but uh, there's something evil and uncanny about the machines. Um, Approximating human behavior. Human beings are the best at being human beings, you know. So, so if you want to talk about human beings and the way that they really feel and behave and do be, you need human beings. I think, I think so. Of course, there are tropes and conventions of behavior, and the AI is modeled on these tropes and conventions. So there's formulas for movies that people follow, and I think the AI will be very helpful in helping people accomplish those formulas. But and I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if I was watching a movie one day, a few years from now, made with AI or maybe even by AI. I would imagine in a few years that made me cry. I mean, there are formulas to make people cry. Just look at the first 7 minutes of Up, and look at the last. I don't know. For me, this is a terrible movie, but the last 3 minutes of It Too, I cried a ton, and it's formulas. I know there's a question about documentary filmmaking. What is the question about documentary filmmaking? Do I have advice? I mean, I think the best documentaries. There's two types. There's long form documentaries. There's the long form documentaries that are like so amazing because people are tracked over a really long period of time. And then there's the um, kind of investigative documentaries that you just discover something that you, without the impetus of documentation, you would never be able to discover. There's personal documentaries that are just really like painfully honest diaries, abstract documentaries that are poetic diaries, and immersive documentaries that are almost durational documentaries where you just kind of show reality in its durational form, like with the silences and the gaps and the gazes and the repetition and minutia and stuff. So it's all different forms. There's all different forms, and I mean, the financial barrier to entry to this stuff to documentary is lower because you don't need to fabricate anything. Ideally, of course, you can, but you don't need to fabricate anything. You just need your own excitement level and interest and access. But access is something you figure out on your own. Well, don't just ask for no reason. Ask it. Only ask something if you um, really care. So I hope, if you do care to make a documentary, you just know there's all those different modes and kind of genres of documentary available to you, and really very little barrier to entry if you have the time and energy and dedication. You have the tools to make a great documentary. Just the number one thing is the genuine curiosity and excitement about a subject or a lived reality. Yeah, you can ask me advice on your to watch it. Yes, but don't count on me. You can definitely send me some parts of it to watch, but you cannot count on me to get back to you because I'm just like broken. Hey, hi. You know what I mean? So please don't take that personally. It's just like a time thing. What's going on, Madeline? Are you in Rome? Do you roam in Rome? Do I still have that film recommendation list? Um, I don't really know what you're referring to, but I think like a really easy film recommendation list for me is if anyone just finds my Letterboxd account and then, oh well, no, I had a movie club, but that's different. You just go to my Letterboxd account and just see whatever movies I rated 5, 4.5, and 4 stars, and there is a good recommendation list. You know, I would just pick the movie you've never heard of that I've given a lot of stars to, and that's a great way to get recommended a movie. Yeah, I just kind of I just have been really delinquent in my movie club. So again, don't no one should take it personal. I'm just a delinquent person. Perspective, it's a multiple character story about the uh, a destabilized present and the desire for a idealized past manifesting in lots of miscommunication, humor, and violence. This is very abstract the way I mentioned it. It's just should be a nice story. Yeah. The theme is love and capitalism and globalization, tradition, destabilization, trust, stuff like that. Hi, Frankie. I'm good. I'm just writing my script that I've been writing forever and ever and ever. It is exciting, yes. It's exciting to talk about life. But what would be the most exciting would be to just finish this stuff. That would be the most exciting. Yeah, that's a wig, Betsy. It's a wig actually given to me in Japan, where I'm going on Monday to um, most looms, knitting looms use pegs, weaving looms use um,
ジーンズを構成する要は力の強いねボタンも綺麗なのね作ったこれはデニコ綺麗なのねそれと法的
well, the code was mostly scripted, and Spree was mostly scripted, meaning that we worked off of 100-page scripts, and this is going to be mostly scripted, and this is especially going to be mostly scripted because it's going to be in a foreign language, so I won't really understand fully the 100% the improv the way I would in English. So yeah, I don't know why these movies are unavailable. I would love my movies to be available in every country at all times with no need for VPN. But we appreciate your desire to overcome the problems and rigors of and limitations of distribution. Okay. Thank you to everyone who's saying I'm looking cute. You're just getting me from the front angle. This is my best angle, so that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting, the best possible huge angle. So what you see is what you get. Um, the right people, you just know it when you feel it. People who you think are smart, and people who make you laugh, and people who make you think, those are the right people to collaborate with. And people who give you icky feelings or red flags, or you're doubting them, don't do it. Don't collaborate with them. It's pretty obvious common sense stuff. If you have a good feeling about someone, and you trust your instincts, like if you think your instincts are usually right, then that's a good person to work with. If you have a bad feeling about someone and your instincts are usually right, that's a good person not to work with. If your instincts are usually wrong, then just go against your instincts at all times and it'll work out. A general rule of thumb is if you can make yourself laugh when you wrote it, it's good dialogue. If you can make yourself excited when you come up with an idea for a set piece or a scene, it's a good idea. It's exciting. So, I mean, writing is really solitary. So, any kind of response you can get from yourself, whether you're like, that makes sense, or that's really funny, or like, I've never seen that before, then you're on the right track. You know what? I don't think I needed that word scurrying after all. I deleted that little scurrying. You have to be really economical with your words when you're writing a script. I think that's important. Got to be economical. Would I put Faye Dunaway in a movie? Yeah, of course. I mean, what an amazing actress. You know, would. I mean, how many iconic performances can you give before you're considered one of the greats? She at least has 6 or 7 like iconic performances. I mean, very cool. You know, I forgot to do that one thing. You should do a sequel to Network. I don't know where this publication is, but I recently wrote a piece. There's a whole themed publication about the theme was Network. And I wrote about the movie Network, although I think other people obviously wrote about other stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I thought in the piece, I was like, what would that be? What would that look like? In a way, Spree kind of is the same idea, the same mentality. We wanted to do a Spree sequel that was going to be more about parasocial relationships and toxic fandom and stuff, but didn't get off the ground. But it doesn't mean I won't do something like that. I do think it's a good idea. I do kind of in my head feel like, yes, the kind of network style film is good, but it would have to be like a complete vision. And you could do one about like an influencer house, blah blah. I don't know. It's you just you have to hear the voices in your head. You know what I mean? To really do it, you got to hear the voices in your head. Otherwise, I mean, even this, you hear the voices in your head. I'm still month 6 on this script. So it's but I'm finishing tonight. That's my promise to me. So, well, I mean, this is draft 11, so it's not that I haven't gotten to the end. It's just this is it for me. Me do good now. Me do good now. Okay. It's violently hot in Tokyo. Careful. How do you discover the musical styles of Viola Valentino? That had to do with a friend named Greta who works for this company, Cam Sugar, and she said she could hook me up with a good deal on a song from Cam Sugar. And they're a great company. They have many, many Italian superstar hits from all the decades. And I went through their catalog and found that song. And I love that. I mean, there were a zillion good songs in that catalog. And I found that song. Um, it's the bomb or whatever, however you translate it. And so bomba. And it kind of had the fast-paced, perfect vibe for what I needed. And I also wanted to have a song that wasn't with English lyrics because there's going to have to be a lot of reading going on in the credit sequence. So yeah, that's the story of that. Cam Sugar, Greta, and it's a great song. And Viola Valentina has many excellent songs, and there's a lot of um, Italian artists I listen to, and that just stood out to me. And but they're all good. Yeah. He left the trunk without even saying goodbye. Saying goodbye. Is she? After all we've been through? I find that pretty dishonorable. See, now there we're on. I would call that dishonorable. Threshing? Part of a um, threshing? What is like a? I'm like making this up, but like threshing machine? Threshing machine? Is that real? Threshing machine is a piece of farm equipment. Okay. Threshing denim machine. Is that a real thing? Threshing machines are primarily used in agriculture, right? Um, denim sewing machine that sucks fabric. Okay. Thank you. Good night to you too. Good night and good luck. And thank you to everyone out there who loved the code. Fabric getting sucked into, yeah, I mean, his fabric just gets sucked in to a machine. He raises his gun before he gets a chance to fire his user. His. Okay. Wrap, okay. Wrap a piece of long fabric around his leg. Sucked back toward the machine. He's desperately trying to untie fabric. Industrial. So we're trying to untie the fabric as he's getting dragged. And hero. Off. Post screen. I'm working on a script for. I need to finish a script today. Like, not today, but like 10 days ago, 100 days ago. So, this is my accountability stream. This is my accountability live stream so that I finish, or I can encourage myself to finish. How? Interesting. I'm writing a script. while you've been here. Mm-hmm. Huh? You don't need to make anything else. The code of that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But then my overlords, I'm ready to retire. But then my overlords are forcing me. No, no, this is gonna be good. This new one is gonna be really good. Okay, get it in sight and sound. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Thank you. This new one is should be next level. If I can crack it, I'm trying my best. Uh, hmm. In an upside down world, that which is completely dishonorable is praised, while true honor is banished and disappears. Okay. How's that for the dialogue of a villain? I'm writing right now. I just wrote by hand right now. But do you ever come up with ideas based purely on hearing a song? Yes. Well, not exactly, but I find music very inspiring and musicians very inspiring. But usually, you hear a song. Usually, if I have an idea during a song, it means that I've heard the song so many times I don't even need to listen to it anymore. It's just part of my psyche, or it's like classical. It's unrelated to the song. I'm such a lyrics whore. I love lyrics so much that oftentimes when I'm listening to music, I just focus on the lyrics and I can't do any like thinking. I don't find I don't. I'm not really inspired by the insights of other art, unless the art is bad. I sometimes am inspired by the insights of like art that I don't like, because I'm like, oh, that's an interesting idea, but they're going about it totally the wrong way. And that I kind of can be inspired by. That is kind of villainous, right? In an upside down world, that which is completely dishonorable is praised, while true honor is banished and disappears. But imagine like a guy killing people when he says this. So I mean, the thing about evil characters, the reason that they're memorable is oftentimes they say things that have like an ounce of wisdom or ounce of like truth in them, but what they do is quite evil, you know. You ever come up with stories based pure? Yeah, I mean, all these things are kind of related. Sure, sure, yeah. Like you just know when the title is right, and sometimes, well, I tried to write a movie with my ex girlfriend Honor called The Victim, and I had the line. Ever since I can remember, I always wanted to be a victim, which of course is like a play on the Goodfellas line. Ever since I can remember, I was going to be a gangster, and we tried to write that. And Honor did a lot of writing for that. We had a central premise, and Honor did a lot of um, writing for that, and then we kind of just couldn't nail it. But it was pretty fucking good, I thought. Okay, yeah, that part's bad. That part is really bad. Okay. Yeah, well, no, I went to the bathroom. Is what I did. To the bathroom. And actually, a good thing about being on live, although normally I go to the bathroom on live, I left it here. Usually, you're taking your phone. I mean, the good thing about being on live is that you can't use your phone. That's amazing. So I went to the bathroom, and I wasn't on my phone, so I was thinking, which is good. Just what we need. This is the best way to write is to, even though this sounds antithetical to what's happening right now, is to be off your phone. And even though it feels like I'm on my phone, I'm not on my phone. I'm, kind of interacting with you. The problem is when you send texts and shit, why does that flow so quickly out of one's hand? Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Also, when you're doing script revisions, it's kind of like you can just jump when you're stuck in one area. As long as you remember what you're doing, just jump to a different area and fix something else. Charming, but flawed. What's the flaw? If charming, but flawed, what's the flaw? Yeah, good movie. Brighter Summer Day, good movie. Personally, there's the other '90s films Edward Yang made. I kind of like them even more. Confucian Confusion and Mahjong. I would check those out if you can. Yeah, check those out. And my favorite really is his first movie called That Day on the Beach. Shikata Ganai. Shikata Ganai. Yeah, diegetic filmmaking. I mean, yeah, I think there's all going to be all sorts of applications for it because the filmmaking mechanism is so understood by every person as a participant. So as many different life variations as you have, um, and as many genres as exist, if you want to accurately portray people, it's not that much of a leap to make them diegetic participants, you know? So I see a lot of potential in that. Yeah, and don't forget Mahjong and Confucian Confusion. Those are I actually rank Brighter Summer Day a little bit lower on this scale than most people. I prefer Yi Yi. I prefer That Day on the Beach, Mahjong, Confucian Confusion. I think I prefer those four as like the top. And then I think Brighter Summer Day for me is like the top of the second tier, which is then like the Terrorizers, Taipei Story, and whatever else I'm forgetting. But that might be it. Might be just seven. Shikata Ganai. Shikata Ganai. It's like C'est la vie. Shikata Ganai. That's not what I wanted to do at all. What I wanted to do was try to see if I could put this little philosophical aphorism into the bar scene. The way of the world now. Way of the world now. The world, the world's upside down. That might be better. That might be better. But do we want to make the psychotic guy a philosopher at the beginning? I think better philosopher at the beginning before they do psychotic shit than a philosopher in the middle of psychotic shit. Because if or at the end, it's like you've seen them do all the psychotic shit, and then they offer their foundational principles. Upside down world. Upside down world. It's an upside down world. Dishonorable. Dishonorable. action is praised, while true honor is banished. True honor slowly disappears, slowly is forgotten. Upside down world. Freelancing, gig economy, Edgar's way, way of the world now. Upside down world. Dishonorable action is praised, while true honor is slowly forgotten. You know, I got a little chart here that says, let me see. Okay, that's nice. I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. I wrote an essay on Peter Vack and got an A+. That's amazing. Congratulations. You'll have to tell Peter that. You'll have to send Peter a DM. And actually, I'm sure he would enjoy it if you sent him the essay itself. Why not? Send the essay to Peter. Okay, what else am I trying to do here? Charming but flawed. What's the flaw? Okay, well, first we got to do the scene of him hopping out of the car. Then we probably got to, yeah, here we go. I like you, Bishi. Don't come to Kojima tomorrow. Okay, back. Are you back again? Mackenzie's back. And we're really going to have a good time. She's probably with Nicole. Mackenzie and Nicole are back. Oh, guess they're not. Never mind. Rid of this. No, you don't need all this dialogue. That's the one thing I worked so hard on all this dialogue, and then you get to set and you're like, you don't need all this shit. And especially when you get in the edit, you're like constantly figuring out how to jump dialogue. When is the code going? I think it is available on iTunes. Have you checked? Especially in, I think, thank you for saying that, Dakota. It's available. I think especially in the US, UK, Australia, English, Anglophone. I can't speak for other countries, sorry, but I think it is available. So if you don't have Mubi or it's not, yeah, rent it on iTunes. Where are you that it's not available? Masiorfino, is that Italian? Is it not available in Italy? How much money do you get if I buy it? Like, personally, none. So if you don't want to buy it, I can't tell you not to buy it, but there are ways. For instance, occasionally I'll watch a film on a service called Flixbaba. Flixbaba. I've been using that the last few days, and they have like every movie. Now, use that information as you will. Like I said, they have every movie. It's like bringing everywhere. Guys, thanks for sitting with me while I work. That was very helpful. Bye-bye. And that was very nice, and I'll see you guys soon. I like doing this.